Mancer and Shadow Shaman are considered to be strong against Tinker, because Tinker is very strong when you can just defend high ground, and even if you're behind, you can defend high ground for just...
Aiden? I can't tell if you're being serious or making...
No, I just made that. I just made that.
But either way, he is in some trouble. Navi are going to come out swinging. There's a rocket that will connect. That's a pretty decent duration stun.
Give it to Tinker.
And they're not going to give it to the Tinker. General will go ahead and take it. They hesitate.
And an off lane... Oh, wait. No. Wait. What is Gyro doing? He has a Wraith Band. He's going top.
It looks like he's just going to head top. I don't think they'll go too crazy with the lanes. I mean, Dendi, Tinker... almost guaranteed to be mid. LeBron will zone out Kuman, so they'll steal this bounty rune. Actually do a lot of damage to the Jug, force him to chew through a Tango. Now this Shadow Shaman walks in. Not the hero that really wants to trade blows. Now he'll get stunned up. Is this going to be another kill, perhaps? The Shackle, LeBron taking big damage. Looks like they may trade 1-for-1. General still smacks him down
gets the creep
and will
wave
now
too.
try to pull the creep wave. Yeah, exactly.
He's happy about that.
Navi and Ninja with the slight advantage in terms of CS. Both of the main cores here with a melee support. It's a bit of a stalemate when you look at this. Both sides have a lot of counter initiation. Sand King, whoa, he just melts.
Instantaneous too. When they hit level 2, like as soon as they hit level 2, they went. And the Sand King saw that they were level 1 and felt like he could burrow away. But they just planned that. They timed that very, very nicely, and it really surprised him. That wouldn't work against
actually taking a lot of damage. The Shackles don't do nearly as much as they used to. That was one of the big nerfs to Shadow Shaman this last patch. He's going to get surrounded now 3v1. That'll be the end of the Night Stalker. Jug will just Retophy, and the blind is really obnoxious.
For sure. Man, can you believe that the Shackle did 120 damage at level 1 before?
Yeah, it seems insane now.
That's ridiculous.
Awesome of a disable, and then it also does as much damage as like the prized Riptide from Naga. Up top, Afterlife in some trouble. Cold Feet will connect, and that makes it an easy kill. We talked about this trio of Tusk. The Rocket Barrage hurts, but the shards might hurt even more. He does have a support on the way in, but is Sand King going to be able to save him? A stun on 2. Now maybe the turn the other way. Rocket out onto Afterlife. LeBron throwing in some auto attacks. He'll have another stun and
not dying in this lane, although he has had help with the SK. So there's a big rotation happening.
Well, I mean, Dendi's level 6 up top, snowball in onto Crystallize. He's got some raindrops, but I don't know if it's going to matter. Maybe he can get off the stick charges and turn. Roof Split doing some serious work, though, and the Gyrocopter falls. They'll lose their Shadow Shaman on the side as LeBron gets put into the tornado, but King R will not be able to make the escape. And now
you have to know, because people do not expect that. And then if you get into the trees behind the tower, there's so many paths that you can go.
Well, he's going to get caught now. He tried to use that TP, the rocket from downtown. They will sandwich him. So the point is that
the last second baiting himself so that the enemy team commits really, really heavily. And sure, he dies, but the turnaround is really, really great because he didn't just blow the wand charges as soon as possible. Well, he made himself look a lot more killable. Oh, there he is. They see him. Get him!
Eyes now initiated on. Snowball heading forward. He gets knocked into the trees. It almost keeps him alive, but FNJ catches him with the raises. Dendi now throwing some rockets. Not going to be able to follow up too much.
How close is Dendi to travel? So he's not that towards and then use them for Roche. Especially with the Jug. This is such an easy play, to be honest.
Ice Blast, though, on the way, will connect, and now the rotation from Navi will begin. It looks like they do want to contest this.
This is fightable for Navi. I think this is really bad for Effect, actually.
They will get there in time. Effect taking damage.
Great job.
Now King R trying to zone them out. Tusk will fall. The Roach goes down, and Effect able to pick up the Aegis, only losing 1, but Navi want more. General charging forward. Omni slash Hex. It does a lot of damage, but not enough. Now Kuman in deep. He's trying to finish off Lil, and it will work. Back on the other side, what do we got? The Shadow Fiend playing relatively conservative now. Afterlife still has the Brew Split. Maybe they'll just settle for the Sand King. Back towards mid. Kuman, here's some drums get popped. He's just going to spin defensively, make it back, no problem. Meanwhile, on the top lane, Sand King, he's going to get jumped on. They've got a Sentry. Follow-up damage will be there. Ninja. They've got a Hex. Raises will connect, and Brew actually finds the crit for the kill.
A little overzealous and pushes this lane out.
Interesting.
I feel like he actually might. I mean, this is a play where this is exactly
a weird play. You don't see this very often. It's going to catch him. Crystallize does have drum charges. They'll try to use it. They even commit the Brew Split for this
game. And actually, Jug just ended up taking the stack of that was supposed to be Gyro stack. That's pretty bad for Navi. I guess they probably should have taken that a little earlier. But
mid lane, Afterlife sets up onto Crystallize. The Ice Blast will come in, connects on a few, but now LeBron caught by the shackles. It's a quick 2-for-0.
Lots of items.
Up top, TP's home from Navi. They will all just make the retreat and try and push bottom and maybe get a trade that way. Night Stalker is just...
And when he gets the Aghanim Scepter, he's going to be able to hold out for even longer. So we might actually see this Midas on the Night Stalker and the Gyro being naturally good at farming. And actually, that is a dead Shadow Shaman.
Yeah, it sure is. He was trying to be a little cheeky on the side of the lane. Thought he was in fog, but got popped by one of the rockets.
Died again.
Into the enemy jungle, and Effect have got to be happy with that. Now down bottom, LeBron getting snowballed. He will be able to burrow strike away. Detection, they've got it. Walrus Punch and Jug will find yet another kill. Tinker is now rotated down bottom, and he's just... His team is completely starved, and then you see a team fight and go, oh yeah, it is kind of 5v1. That's the way Effect is trying to take this game. We'll see the Shadow Shaman again walk into the enemies as they rotate up. Look.
And this Night Stalker's looking... It's getting scouted. Oh, look, they're not going to go for it. Oh, wow, that is ballsy from King R.
On to King R. Yeah, he's going to snowball in, though. Looks like it might secure the kill onto LeBron. They'll get it.
They just have such an advantage. He can do stuff where you didn't want to do something like that. It might even still be worth it because it's just to apply this psychology to... Oh, God, that's a dead Tinker.
FNJ catches him. He misses the last raise, but the snowball in. Tusk might have it. The blink forward. Cold Feet will connect onto King R, and it's going to be the end of him as rockets fly. Tinker just barely lives. Slippery Bandit indeed. From Navi, actually. Ancient Apparition and the Night Stalker got one. Night Stalker breaks the smoke, caught by the Yules. FNJ with the BKB. Channels the ultimate in general. Is just getting obliterated. Now caught by the shackles. Tinker is raining in damage from the high ground, though. And this could start to find some kills. They're getting very low, but the Ice Blast will expire. They were so close to a Tinker triple kill, and now they will have the opportunity to heal up. Jug just going straight in. He does have a double damage rune on. The timing on this is incredible. Afterlife will get bursted down before he can brew split.
Jeez,
Jug
nice
getting low. That'll be the end of the Aegis. Healing Ward does survive. Link, and the dust actually doesn't hit. Now he'll burrow strike into the corner and TP. Somehow FNJ catches him. Now he's out of options, and it'll be Effect. Another little bit
double siege wave. My God.
Look at this. He's going to have to shackle the siege creep to keep his tier 3 alive, and it might even cost him his life. Ancient Apparition was hanging nearby, and Lil...
They're going to get a tower. This double siege
baits it.
Oh my God, the double siege is so OP, man.
Wow.
Oh God.
Well, that is a bounty hunter or a Night Stalker. Just having eyes is half the battle when he gets this farm. Now Roche can be under attack by Effect, but an Ice Blast comes in, and Navi can definitely contest this. Very risky play here from Effect, but Roche is falling quickly. This is a big Roche. This is Refresher Shard, but General not going to go in, and they will just let it fall. King R instead goes out. They initiate onto General. He'll fall first, and it is the Jug that's picked up the Aegis of the Immortal.
That's a huge pickoff for Effect. That's the gem. I mean... That's
KB, FNJ going in onto Lil, finds the raise, and will bring him down. So that's 2 wave, and then have to deal with these Gyro Illusions. He is doing damage to the melee barracks, unfortunately, so this will just heal up. Could have been a little sure damage there, but putting the pressure on, and more importantly, stopping Effect from making the push happen. The Sand King getting very low. LeBron also taking a lot of damage. He gets bashed, and it's the end of the Sand King.
Splits. He doesn't care. He just splits to take the racks. And look how much damage he chunks it for. It's ridiculous.
Yep, and with the wards, it's absolutely insane. There is a glyph available. They don't use it for the top. Very low. Looks like FNJ's been chasing him down, so Gyro's not even here to defend. He does not have a TP scroll. Shadowfiend might have interrupted it. A lot of split action happening, but Effect are getting so much out of this. There's the Refresher. BKB used by Afterlife. He's got another split. This isn't Aghanim's Ice Blast, but they're just going to tank right through it.
Oh, he's on the
finishing
Tinker.
off melee barracks. He wants to go in. Boulder toss onto Ancient Apparition. And now the Brew is just going to head down bottom. LeBron goes in, but gets immediately counter-stunned. Crowd-controlled Tinker with a lot of AoE damage. Finishes off the Aegis. But now he's coming back to life. A spin away as the Brewmaster goes back into Panda form. Crippling damage done to Navi, but they're not done yet. They want more, perhaps. FNJ getting low. Tinker doing a lot of damage with the rockets, but Kunin He's trying to get off the Omni Slash. It gets interrupted. A lot of individual skirmishes as the BKB gets popped by Crystallized. Green the Jug low. Ninja finally gets popped as General and Afterlife are going blow for blow. Looks like they are going to bring down the Brewmaster, and they did kill King R on the other side. Jug gonna limp away, and he dives to the Ice Blast. Oh my, it's a full...
Alright, so that's good. So they can prepare for the next Brew Split and Spin and BKB with the Glyph. But after that, okay, actually it looks like Navi is forcing the buybacks on the bottom lane. Are they going to get a free Rax here? Well, this is an important lane to get the Rax in because this is the Rax that they need to defend, too.
Yeah, but there's tier 2 standing in the other lanes, so the damage potential here is pretty limited. I think if you're Effect, you let this go. They're probably going to push in mid, but maybe you need to buy back on the Jug or the Shadow Fiend. Navi didn't use any buybacks in that last quote-unquote defense, so this is a really scary point to fall behind in terms of buybacks. Hey, they happen occasionally.
But against Tinker, it's so necessary.
So Night Stalker and Tinker are the two without buyback. Afterlife just goes in. There is no glyph for the Dire, so they can just focus Barracks here with the magic immunity. Now the Primal Split puts one up into the air. That's going to be the Gyrocopter. General goes in, gets Abyssal. Nice stun from the Sand King. It keeps General alive, but maybe not for long. Ninja doing huge damage. Gets Dendi low. He'll fall. Now Dendi has enough gold for the buyback, but Gyro does not. This very well could be the end of Navi in game number 1. It's at least going to be the end of their Barracks. It's an ultimate from LeBron, but that Epicenter is not going to do a lot. Lil gets brought down. The Shadow Fiend still doing so much damage. Dendi's in the back line laying down rockets. It's getting a lot of heroes low, but there's the Shadow Shaman with the crowd controls. He's going to pay with his life to make sure his cores can get out. It's not Megas quite yet. There is still a ranged Barracks mid. Kind of thought the creeps would have finished it off in the meantime, but Navi do a good job of hanging on. And somehow, some way, Jenkins, it's not Megas quite yet, but it almost...
They're aware of that, and they're not going to be using their buybacks needlessly.
Them on the Night Stalker. Jug maybe a little too far forward. He's got a lot of support, but the Ice Blast doing a lot of damage. He will use the BKB. Hexes on both sides. LeBron be the one that's brought down. Here's the Spirit Bomb. It's BKB. General takes no damage, but Dendi diebacks on the side. It's a huge ultimate from Kuman. He will pay with his life. Afterlife now gets off the split. They even deploy the wards for this, but they've got the crowd controls. At least they think. The ward's doing a lot of damage to Crystallize. He goes down. No buyback on him either. Ninja again with the Yule Scepter, abusing that cooldown reduction talent. General will be able to get away. He's got the gem. He's still invisible, but GG is called. Navi know it's done, and Effect take game 1 in this best-of-3 elimination series.
It's so hard to play Tinker when you buck and when they have all of this map advantage. Like, all they need to do is
Radiant team pick.
Man stands ready.
Radiant's bottom tower is
大武一吃想反杀，马上有下一个出。等石脑，一血。
First blood on the sand.
拉了波野。看台的诅咒倒影应该是能杀，再查一下，不太能补回来啊，还好有个。只有11刀，这个 SF 还没有全能骑士混得好。下路精灵家这边扫描到精灵了，到 DP。 CDP 上出，护卵支援过来拉住了一个斯温 ，SF 这2炮把魂类弄没了 ，SF 先死，斯温也死，小精灵没死，但是传统骑士也。 装备啊！SF 双倍服，护卵支援，哎，里边找了个什么呀？找了个蓝胖子。11000的进场，我感觉 Navi 自己肯定也没有想到，打这个effect会打成这样。 后排精灵，英雄一个魔化一个大招开起来，直接破1路了。他没 AOE 啊，就 SF 有点 AOE。Navi 的这个阵容真的是怪。这个装备的 SF 也掀不起什么风浪啊。 回家了 ，DP 开大 ，TB 开大，如出一辙。斯文来了，哎，这一波还可以，把开着大的这个 DP 秒了，而且 TB 是没有什么减速类的道具的，哎，能 A 死吗？ A 不死，有奶。哎，这是什么意思呀？精灵带斯文回来，这是什么意思啊？吹风 SF 摇大，摇出来了，秒了。这精灵 SF 摇，鹰眼加双倍 ，DP 又大。 刘斯温，哎，这样直接 A 死了，锤了个 DP， 没有救回来，小精灵死了，双倍辅 A 起来很痛的，换一下血。李星锤砸这边是拆塔好拆。 SK 摇大来第2波，秒孙睡了一下哦 ，SF， 这几兄弟能不能把塔拆了是个问题啊！3兄弟拆塔。DP 开了大 ，DP 是有吹风的。 换血，吃奶酪，回头怼，斯文没用了， 生命红旗抽了3个 ，SF 摇大，要 GG 了，直接打出了 GG。那我们恭喜 Effect 2比0，轻松 easy 就战胜了 Navi。是 Navi 变弱了，还是 Effect 变强了呢？